Hey everybody, I'm Jesse, and welcome to another edition of Genex Thinks. Arnis, hanging with Christopher, Oliver, Metal Gear, Hardwire. What's up, fellas? Glad to see y'all here. All right, glad to see you, man. Glad y'all could make it. Wayne Beatty, what's up? Light Day, hey Light Day, glad to see you here. All right, I was gonna kick this conversation off with a little bit deeper subject. I was working with this younger guy, and we started talking about consciousness, just a general idea of consciousness. You know, we're both fascinated in that kind of stuff. Big Country, what's up, Big Country? Glad to see you here. Where's Jim Bot? He got mad and started insulting me and stuff, and then he got off because I said I eat meat. So yeah, he got all butt hurt because I eat meat, so it made him mad. So I don't know if he'll be back. Yeah, I honestly think that that other podcasters or whatever, they just block him. You know, they don't allow him. He'll start spouting that shit. So that's why he kept coming back here, because I just refused to block him. But yeah, and me and this younger fella, we have different ideas about consciousness, and wanted to kind of ask you what y'all thought on the subject. I believe that each of us have an individual consciousness, right? That we're each individuals. Individuality, my individuality is important to me. I don't want to be some kind of part of some kind of hive collective or some shit like that, right? Now, this guy that I was talking to, he liked the idea. He was all into the idea. It was some kind of collective hive mind, right? Like when after we die, we just go back to the hive mind, and I'm not Jesse anymore, and not Jesse, but I'm not me anymore. I won't be Jesse even if I die, no matter what. I don't think so, but I'll still be me, and I'll remember being Jesse in my mind, but I'll still be me. Well, this guy was he's fascinated with the idea that I won't be me anymore. I'll be him and everybody else too. It's all just one consciousness. So and that shit just rubbed me the wrong way. I said, hell no. I don't know, what's the damn point then? Why am I here suffering? You know what I mean? All the shit I've been through. What's the damn point if I don't get some kind of reward at the end of this and still be me? You know, I don't even. No, I don't even want to. I don't even want to do this then. If I'm some kind of collective hive mind, I told him. I told him if that's the way it was, then I, I was gonna I was gonna kick God in the nuts when I saw him. And I said that just for the shock value, just to see the look on his face. But yeah, that shit really rubs me the wrong way. So how do y'all feel about that? Would y'all, is that does that sound like a good thing, to be some kind of, to lose your individuality and be some part of some huge collective consciousness, and just you're not you anymore after all this? I'd like to know what y'all think about it. Raziel, what's up, Roz? Glad to see you here, man. Shannon, Jason Lamore, glad to see y'all here. Living and Active is here. All right, Living, glad to see you. Armored Ghost, glad to see you, Armored. Ask a hyena, yeah, yeah. I'd like to see somebody get a hyena to eat some raw celery and shit. Yeah, my ass. You will be assimilated. Yeah, Raziel. I'm not a big Star Trek fan, but he brought up Star Trek and some kind of race of the collective hive mind, and he said that that's what he thought it was like. And I can't wrap my mind around that. I can't make it seem enticing in any way. Do you think that dreams are subconscious in another reality or mind playing, warning you of stuff? Yeah, that's fascinating, Hardwire. Um, I think most of our dreams are just our minds, trying to figure out the universe, trying to figure out how everything's going, our experiences. I think a lot of our dreams are us trying to process shit, um, that's happened to us, stuff that's going on in our bodies. And then some of them, very rarely, I think maybe we might touch on some kind of uh, premonition, some kind of prescient thing, you know. Uh, I'm not real sure. I don't know about how they would be interpreted because I've had some dreams that are just not like any of the other ones I've had. Two or three of them in my life that are just they were just different. I didn't know what they meant or whatever, but I have a feeling that those dreams meant something different than all the other ones I've had. Whether that might just be me wishful thinking, I don't know. RR, what's up, RR? Glad to see you here. But I kind of think it's a mixed bag, Hardwire. Most of our dreams, I think the vast bulk of our dreams are just, our brain assimilating the information we've gathered and, trying to figure out what our body's doing and stuff like that. Uh, or trying to repair our body while we sleep. Um, but I do think there are some that can be prophetic. Oh, okay, Muskogee. What's up, Muskogee? You think you died and then woke up here? Yeah. See, maybe I've thought about that too, because I've had a couple of really close near death experiences, and I wonder you know, if maybe I did die. Maybe this is a different place. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe this a lot of shit's changed. Well, one must wonder. You know what I mean? Maybe every time that happens, there's another Mandela effect created. You know, maybe that's why we're mixed up on the Mandela effects because where you came from, Muskogee, the the dimension where you died, maybe Jiff was Jiffy. You know what I mean? And the dimension I came from, maybe it was Jiff. That's some crazy shit to think about, Muskogee. Yeah, dude, that's some crazy shit, dude. There's nobody cooler than you living. What about the rest of us, dude? You said hi to everyone cooler than yourself. That's nobody. So definitely excludes me. What about me living? I can't get a hello. uh, JPC, what's up, JPC? Jeff7, what's up, man? Glad to see you here, Jeff. You too, JP. Glad to see y'all here. Glad you could make it. Like a shared library, Roz? The egregore model. Okay, I never heard of that one. The path is straight and narrow, Arnis. Mojo Psalms, what's up, Mojo? Glad to see you here. Glad you can make it, Mojo. Welcome to Gen X Thinks. The Borg. Yeah, RR, that's what he said. Yep. Like I said, I've never have been a big Star Trek fan. But yeah, that's what he said. Your uniqueness will be assimilated and added to the collective. Yeah. Yeah, that it just rubs me the wrong way. Nope. I'd rather be me. As messed up as I am, I'd rather be me. Crash Talks. What's up, Crash? Glad to see you here. Hanging with Christopher. Yeah, no, they don't. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff science doesn't know, and they're really some of the most basic fundamental things, Christopher. Science doesn't know what life is, what consciousness is. What you have a seed, a dry seed in your palm of your hand, it's not alive. There's no life there, no life at all. But if you put it in the ground and give it some water, life begins. Where does that life come from? Now that thing is alive. It wasn't, now what? Now it is. So what imbues that seed with life to where now it's a living thing instead of just an inanimate object? So and when two, an egg and a sperm coming together, what imbues that with life? The idea of life. We have no idea. We don't know. We don't know why we sleep. We have no idea what consciousness is. Uh, you know, there's a lot of stuff, really basic things, Christopher, that science just can't explain. Not even come close to explaining it. Doesn't even know what it is, let alone explain it thoroughly. Wheel Gauge, what's up, Wheel Gauge? Yeah, we build our gods by describing them together. Yeah, yeah, we opened the doors back in the '90s. Yeah, Wheel Gauge. Yeah, consciousness is a weird phenomena. And then there are levels of consciousness because, say a muskrat. A muskrat's conscious. It's aware of its environment. It can make decisions. It's conscious, but it's not conscious the way we are. It doesn't make moral decisions. It doesn't have moral dilemmas the way we do. So there are levels to consciousness. Sometimes your dreams are morons gorging themselves on magic pizza, living. Yeah, I think some dreams have meaning. Living and active, I really do. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Hardwire. Yeah, I've had dreams like that too, where they're just weird and crazy, and they're not like any other dream I've ever had. Just strange. Quantum immortality. That's an that's an interesting. What would that be? A phrase there, Shannon? That's an interesting phrase. Yeah, you died a lot, Roz. This is not a big deal, but yeah, Roz did. Roz, he dies, and the doctor says rub some dirt on it, right? Yeah, I'm tired of you dying, Roz. Go back home, dude. uh, that was a backwards way of complimenting you, living. I was just messing with you, saying you're the coolest cat around, dude. Yeah, Lawnmower Man. Yeah, Christopher. I just watched that movie not too long ago, last year sometime. Rogue, what's up, Rogue? Glad to see you here. Yeah, Rex Chaoticus. Yeah, that's that. I'm not an assimilation type of guy. I don't want to assimilate with shit. I'm a loner. I like my individuality, and I'm just being honest. If that was the case, I I wouldn't even want to do this shit. What the hell am I? Why am I here? It would just be pointless to me if I'm just going to go back into some bulk consciousness, and be part of some collective. I would. Life would be meaningless to me, pointless, completely and utterly pointless. Why? If they have billions or trillions of other little ant hive mind people like me, then what do they need me for? You know what I mean? I, no, I just can't. I can't get into that shit. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, living. I used to have dreams um, all the time. It was a recurring dream I had often as a teenager that I would like go off a cliff or off a bridge or something, in a car or just falling, and I'd go into the water, and then I'd be under the water and I'd be stuck there somehow, like in the car or whatever. And I would be trying to, trying to swim away until I couldn't, hold my breath any longer, and I had to breathe in. It was just the end of my rope. I knew I was dead, and I breathed in like that, and I found out that I could breathe water. And then it was cool. I'd swim. I'd be like, oh shit, this is pretty cool. And I'd be swimming around, breathing water, and it felt heavy. In my dream, the water was heavier than air. I had to work harder to breathe it, but it was, I could breathe. So, and I had that dream, I don't know how many times, maybe hundreds, dozens, definitely. Now it was 40 years ago, I was dreaming it. So it was a lot. I dreamed that dream a lot in different scenarios, but the end was the same. I was about to die, and then I figured out I could breathe water. That remained constant. You'd assimilate, Christopher? Oh, you're not like that. You have a great muskrat recipe, Arnis. Yeah, I think some are more into like spiritually on the side of things, like cats. Some cats are like spiritual creatures. Yeah, yeah, we're talking about consciousness and dreams. Oh, all right. No, chip in, Lake. Just another guy in the yeah. Hi, Lake. Glad to see you here, man. Chip in, Lake. Let's see what you think. I'd love to hear your opinions on it. Oh, you don't dream, Hurst? What's up, Hurst? Glad to see you here. Yeah, yeah, Light Day. Um, that makes sense to me. Light Day. Uh, to move on to a higher conscience, as long as the higher conscience is still me. You know what I mean? As long as I'm not going into some collective and some higher consciousness with a bunch of others, and I'm just part of a part of some kind of other thing. I still want to be me, just evolved, like like animals or plants. They say evolve here on Earth. I maybe we have a spiritual evolution or something to that effect. Did I say hi to you yet, Wayne Beatty? I forget. Just in case. Hi, Wayne. Glad to see you here. Oh, okay. You just need a beer and a cheeseburger, Ross. Oh, stat. What's up, Newt? What's up, Newt? Oh, you're with me, huh, Newt? You'd rather be you? Yeah, me too. Conversations with God. Okay, Arnis. Yeah. All right. I got to remember that. Let me write that one down. Where's my thing? There we go. Conversation Conversations with God. Okay. All right. I got to remember that. Whiskey and weed tonight. so so you're just doing the same boring shit, Hurst? The same as every other night. Well, at least we can count on Hurst to be boring. Beer and pizza. Uh, you being dead or some nonsense, Ross. uh, yeah, yeah, Christopher. Yeah, grew up with each down the street. So many similar experiences. Yeah, yeah, Muskogee. Well, yeah, unless that's just what we see as a simulation. That's just how God made the universe, right? God can make the universe how He wants. That's how I see it. Of course, I could be wrong. No, okay. No, all right, Christopher. Your anchors for sanity? Yeah, we all need those, Hurst. You haven't burned one today, big country? All right. That's a higher plane of existence. Oh, all right. You rogue. No, I've never had the space dream. I've never had that dream in space. Bourbon with ginger ale, Arnis? I've never had that. Yeah. Yeah, I used to joke around with a guy I worked with. He would bitch about it being hot or something like that, and I said, and I'd clown with him, telling him that he's the one who picked hard mode. You put it on hard mode, dude. I just wanted to play the game. I just want to go in and play it on easy and dip our toes in the water. You chose to, you thought you were a badass and you put it on hard mode. Now here we are. I know I didn't put it on hard mode. So shit, yeah, like we were aliens and this was just a game we were playing, and he put the shit on hard mode. Yeah, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I want Elon's cheat code, Hurst. Yeah, up, up, down, down. Yeah, yeah. When you lay out the treats, like crash. Yeah. Okay. You only remember the nightmares. My memory just seems to be random. Sometimes I remember really good dreams. Sometimes I remember nightmares. It seems to be really just random, hit and miss. Love Skittles, Newt. Forgot to bury one of the fingers of stat. See, what do you do with it? Do you put it in a little box or something and keep it, or wear it around your neck? That'd be kick ass. You look in and out at the same time. Yeah, well, that would be crazy. That's hard to even imagine, Arnest. But yeah, yeah, Hurst. Yep, yeah, we are. The vote was overwhelming um, in favor of ancient technology, so we're sticking with it. Clockwork Orange, Roz. Saw your ex mother-in-law, Oliver. Oh, okay. Hers usually drink tequila. All right. Yeah, you're changing it up, huh? Trinity or Switch as the better femme fatale. I gotta say Trinity. Yeah. Cosmic brain cells. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Speaking of channels, if y'all are interested, just another guy in the woods. Uh, Hardwire, Living and Active. They all have channels, and they're down in the description of this video if y'all are interested. And if you go check them out, and if you like them, consider subscribing to their channels as well, supporting some more good Gen Xers. You are the Nightmare Hearst. God mode with God ammo, Metal Gear. Oliver, yeah, Oliver, it's in the description of this video. So yeah, it's just another guy in the woods. Yeah, yeah. Trinity was kick ass, dude. Oh, okay. All right. The Revenue Marines. Yeah, yep. Christopher, I believe there is a connection. Lucid Dreamer, Roz. I've heard of that before. I've heard of that before. That would be a cool ass thing to be able to do. Gen X puts the laughter in manslaughter. Where the hell do you get that shit, Hurst? uh, yeah, yeah, Ostat. That's my take on it too. I am who I am. No regrets or plans to change. But what I do plan to change, I'm I believe I'm on a journey. No, no, no plans to change fundamentally who I am. You know what I mean? I do want to continue to grow wiser. I want to know more because, in the last 20 years, I've really come to realize just how ignorant I am. And the more I learn, the more I figure out that I'm even more ignorant than I thought I was yesterday. You know what I mean? So, the smarter I get, the less I realize I know. I actually know. So yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I want to become more wise, and and I want to figure things out. I like to devote the rest of my life trying to figure shit out spiritually. What's happening here on Earth? What's happening? In our country. What's happening over there in New Zealand? You know what I mean? In Norway, you've lost plenty of brain cells. Crash. Scott Bonato, what's up, Scott? How's it going, man? Glad to see you. I have enough friends. Yeah, Hurst. Yeah, we need that T-shirt. Maybe make something like it for Gen X. Thanks. You can control your nightmare on someone and dominate the hell out of it. Yeah, that'd be badass. I've heard cool things about that lucid dreaming. I've never been able to, well, I don't know if I've ever tried to do it. I don't know if it's something you have to try to do or maybe it's just a gift. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even know you had a channel, Underground. Email me the link to your channel. If you email me the link to your channel, Underground, I'll put it on here with the rest of them. They usually don't come back, Hardwire. Utah Saints. Okay, no, I've never heard of Utah Saints. Been around the world twice and met everyone once, Hurst. Oh, okay, Shannon. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. Had a scary dream, but you weren't scared, but you knew you were supposed to be scared. Yeah. The hole in the ozone and acid rain killed you a long time ago. That I think maybe that's what it is. Maybe all that shit killed us, and we got sent over to this damn universe or this dimension or whatever, right? And this one sucks. We all want to go back to ours, to our dimension, right? Yeah, this one sucks. This one blows. Let's all go back. That's what we need to figure out. Which dimension we came from and how to get hell to get back to it. Yeah, I think Ostat's hitting on something there. He brushed up against a real truth there. Yeah, between him and who was it? Muskogee, who said that earlier. I think between the two of them, they might have found the answer. I'm not even going to say that, big country. You're talking to Raziel anyway. That name of that weed's insane. Boondock, what's up? Glad to see you here. You can lucid dream, but not all the time. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Metal Gear. Too many friends cause too much trouble. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, we redefined tough, or they did. Somebody did, huh, Christopher? It's the bomb, Arnis. You've had it. What was that? Gorilla Panic. I've seen some names of weed on movies. I think that was from that movie Ted. They call it Gorilla Panic. Like what the hell? You should have never sobered up, Muskogee. Yeah, maybe that's a mistake a lot of us make. Oh yeah, yeah, it's that. Yeah, it is for me too. Maybe more so for me even. Oh yeah, Scott Bonata. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Maybe not. Um, I honestly just my gut feeling it's going to be a economic thing. Yeah, the bubble's got to burst sometime. Melody, what's up, Melody? Oh, all right. Just watching for now until one of us says something completely outlandish that you can't stomach. Oh, okay. Your channel's what you're using now to talk shit. All right. Oh, okay, Boondock. You have to pay close attention to the details to realize you're dreaming. Okay. Laura Ann, what's up, Laura Ann? Speaking of Laura Ann, yeah, me and Laura Ann were in a bread baking competition, though she didn't know she was in it with me. She didn't know she was in a competition. And by all, I mean, you know, by all measures or whatever, I should have won because I was the judge and she didn't know she was in a competition. So I should have just walked away with it, right? I mean, you know, and I couldn't even taste her bread because she's like 1,500 miles away or something. So there's no way for for me to even have a sample of how she did. But yeah, I still lost. I still got my ass kicked. Yeah, my bread turned out it's comparable to a really good durable dog toy. Yeah, that something like that around there. It tastes good though, to me and the dogs. Me and the dogs like it. My wife doesn't. My wife does not like my bread. She took one bite of it, and that was it. She was nice. She didn't say she didn't like it or anything. She just handed handed the rest of it back to me. So I had to ask her if she liked it, and of course she was honest with me, brutally honest, and said no. But I like it. It's too sour for her though. But yeah, Lorianne kicked my ass. I got to admit it. Even though I was the judge, I could have walked away with it seriously, but I couldn't even manage that much. Oh, okay, just getting in and needed to catch up, Melody. Oh, okay. Oh, over on your channel, a lot of bikers, Hardwire. Yeah, are cool people. I'm known bikers and ridden bikes, but yeah, nothing wrong with bikers. Quit putting that damn big country. Y'all quit putting the damn name of that weed in the chat. I almost read it out every time, and I'm gonna stumble and read that shit and say that shit out loud. Oh yeah, wake up sometimes like, oh, I'm here again. All right, sober and a party hound. Okay, you prefer partying, Rise? Nothing wrong with that. How many people have outlived the majority of their high school friends? I don't know any of my high school friends. I never, but I went to like 8 different high schools, so that was almost impossible. We didn't have Facebook and shit back then to keep in touch. and I couldn't remember all those phone numbers. And then back then, you had to pay extra for long distance calls. It'd be like $30. No, no longer remember who he says hi to. You said hi to all of us living, so you covered all the bases, buddy. Thank you, man. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, I think we've got all stripes here as far as conservative, liberal, and all that stuff. I think we're a lot in the middle ground where just common sense. If some ideas from the conservatives I like, some ideas from the liberals I like, it just seems like the most out of whack, off base, crazy shit comes from the liberals, but some of the Republicans are just as nuts. Tubby, what's up, Tubby? Glad to see you here. Yeah, yeah. Let the kids be kids. Hanging with Christopher. Yeah, glad to see you here, Tubby. Glad you could make it. Growing Gorilla Glue and Gorilla Cookies. Old man, where's old man? Old man, what's up, old man? Glad to see you here, dude. You turned into your dad, Muskogee. uh, oh, Iron Lung, was it good, Melody? I've heard it was good. I read an article about it. About it was a little, what do you call it, indie film. Hardly any budget, but it's supposed to be good. Okay, all right, Ostat, be cool, buddy. Glad you dropped by, man. Oh shit, I forget what you said, Laura Ann. It was a few days ago. I forget what kind you said, but you said you baked it for your son. Yeah, a really durable one, Shannon. Yeah, yeah, Laura, maybe she should. I was doing it, but when I went in there, I don't know. Went in there, it didn't rise like it was supposed to. I don't know, but I baked it anyway, even though it was, only like a third as tall as it should have been. I still like it. It's a good workout chewing. I see why the dogs like their toys now. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, most people do. I still like that cheesy pop shit. Well, from back in the day, I still like that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you do too, Roz? Yeah, I do too. That's why I like sourdough because it's sour. So, yeah, I don't know. I like it pretty damn sour. I like that flavor. Liberally conservative melody, yeah, yep. That's a good name for it. I mean, hell, I don't think it's okay to go up there and take these big fire hoses and blast away at the permafrost to mine gold. I don't think that's okay. I don't think it's okay to just, decimate the rainforest. That's not okay. You know what I mean? All this, so I have some liberal lean toward the left a little bit in a lot of ways, but at the same time, I'm conservative. I believe I'm a patriot, and I believe in my country, and I believe that a lot of things were better in the old days, and we keep changing them just to change them. Um, I believe in freedom and all kinds of stuff that the left doesn't believe in, but I believe in a bunch of shit the right doesn't believe in. So I think it's just common sense. And each of us have to look into our own hearts and see what we think is right, and not get too pissed off when somebody says that they think something else is right, or you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's where the common sense comes into play. You know, allow the next person to have their views and not get all butthurt over it. You know, start insulting them and shit. You've been trying to catch me live, Tubby? All right. Well, we have shows every single morning at 5 a.m. 5? Yeah, 5 a.m. Eastern time, except for Sundays, which is the members show, and that's at 6 a.m. And then Tuesdays and Thursday evenings, we have this 8 o'clock show. And then on Sunday afternoon, we have a 4 p.m. That's the big show. That's the 2 hour show. That's the one that seems like it can be the most fun because we got 2 full hours to talk and we can go down some rabbit holes and stuff. And a lot of times we just talk about nostalgia for 2 straight hours, movies, music, all kinds of stuff. So we have a lot of fun. Oh, he broke the box office and pissed Disney off. Yeah, good. Anything that pisses Disney off, I'm for. Rusty Dube, what's up, Rusty? Glad to see you here, man. Is it warming up in Canada yet, dude? Huh? Or you still freezing your toes off up there, dude? Yeah. Oh, Rusty Dube, our Canadian. You gotta love our Canadian buddy. Always caught up in the political drama, Tubby. It's not hard to do. I mean, honestly, it's not hard to get caught up in that shit, right? Especially the way it is now. But I think a lot of that shit is meant to catch us up. It's meant to keep us distracted and staring at the screen, you know. So and getting us upset at each other, you know. They're trying to piss me off, get me pissed off at the Democrats or the Republicans, and get me pissed off at everybody else when they're the ones who are screwing everything up. So yeah, I think it's a big smoke and mirrors game, to be honest. Yeah, yeah, underground. I accidentally made flatbread. Yeah, yeah. It depends on how you define bread, right? That's loosely defined as bread. Yeah. Oh, okay. You thought you baked something different for the contest. But since you weren't aware that you were in a contest, Loran, maybe you did. uh, Stopping severe punishments. Um, what do you mean for children? Like for kids, like an ass whooping or whatever, or take away their Xbox or take away their phone. Is that what you're talking about, Christopher? 2:37 a.m. here. Oh, all right. Okay. All right, Leg. Just another guy in the woods. Be cool, buddy. Have a good day. Yeah, and everybody, just another guy in the woods. Like I said earlier, his channel, among others, is down in the description. I put their links down. They're all Gen Xers, so please check them out if you have a minute. And if you like their content, give them a subscribe. That'd be cool as hell. Know the roadside prophets, Arnis? I've never heard of it. Into ferments? Yeah, well, yeah. I really don't have time, but yeah, I would like to be. That's one of those things that I'm very interested in, and I'd like to get into that stuff in the future. But not at this point. No, I don't have the time to devote to that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, that's very interesting to me, Christopher. I think that they're healthy. I think that they're healthful. Bring back government cheese, Tubby. Hell yeah, dude. I love that shit. I could still, yeah, a grilled cheese sandwich made with that stuff. Damn. Yep. Oh, okay. Hearst, yeah. Yeah. Sold it when you found out you was going to be a dad. Oh, okay. Yeah, lose sleep either way, Melody. Post a schedule again? Okay, Hurst, I will. Right after this, I'll go post it. Oh, okay. Damn, Roz, yeah. Yeah, I met a guy with a trike years ago, and he was about our age now. And he said he wished he would have got a trike a long time ago. He loved it. He absolutely loved his trike. He said if I'd have known they were this awesome, I'd have got one in my 20s. That's all I would have ever ridden. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep. So just Tuesdays and Thursdays then, Tubby, at 8 p.m. Yeah. Or, and you can catch the Sunday one at 4 p.m. You'd buy a bike and not have to deal with raising kids. It's still cold, man. All right. I'm sorry about that, Rusty. It's still pretty cold in New York, too. It's still actually pretty cold. It's supposed to be down near freezing again tomorrow morning down here in Florida. Hearst, yeah. Okay, I gotta go back and rewatch season one and season two together. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Hell yeah, Tubby. Oh, all right. Living. You totaled zero bikes. I don't think I ever wrecked one. I hit a deer on my bike one time. I was only doing about 15 miles an hour because I saw all the deer, but the thing just appeared in front of me like it was, just kazoom. It was just there. I did nothing I could do about it. It jumped up and just ran off. I just bumped it, but it threw my bike over. So yeah, I dumped my bike, scratched it up a little bit, but that's the only time I've ever even dropped a bike. It got above freezing a couple hours today, Roz. New York is freezing. Okay. Genex stopped public and private punishments. I don't know. A lot of people that follow this channel didn't really bubble wrap their kids. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Probably Gen X along with the boomers, because the boomers were raising older kids, when they still had kids when we started having kids. So it's kind of mixed, it's mixed up. So I don't know. If the lines were really cut and dry, then I'd say I could agree more with that. But I think the boomers had a lot of influence because when Gen X moms and dads just started bringing their kids to school and everything, they're in their 20s. Boomers were in their 30s and 40s and shit, and they had more influence over what was going on. You know how it is when you're new at something. So and I remember in the 90s when all that politically correct shit started and all this, we were just starting to have kids. So I just can't and the helicopter parenting and all that shit started. Uh that started when we were just starting to have kids. So I can't blame it all on Gen X. Not say we don't bear some responsibility, but just to say that we did it all, that's kind of tough for me to jump on that with both feet. Oh, Prime Video, the Amazon one, Laura Ann. Oh yeah, yeah. Shannon and Raziel already answered it for you. Yeah. Tubby, what do I think about all the weather shifting around? Winter is late as hell. if we even get one anymore. I don't know about you, but hell, it's snowing in Florida. Yeah, we've had plenty of winter here in Florida, Tubby. Yeah. No, this has been a pretty harsh winter, especially down here. Well, it snowed last year in Florida too, northern Florida. Doesn't snow down here where I'm at, but Tank Ferret's in the house. Where's he at? Tank Ferret, what's up, Tank? Glad to see you here, man. Gordo, hey Gordo, you snuck in here on me too. Yeah, some pessimistic people are realists. Yeah, I mean, you got to be real, dude. You know, Southern Alberta, over 60 degrees today. That's insane. It's warmer in Alberta, Canada than it was in Central Florida. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, the weather's fouled up. I'm not going to deny it. Um, but that I don't know. The weather, I've got a bone to pick with all that shit. Them blaming the weather on us and our CO2 and all that shit. I don't buy into that. The weather's changed. There used to be an ice age. There was an ice age. Many of them, but the last one with the mammoths and stuff. We just talked about that one. So the Earth froze, and then it thawed. So it cooled way off, and then it got hotter because the climate changed. The you know we weren't driving around 18 wheelers during the last ice age. So we didn't have our factories and shit back then. So I just think it's just a normal thing that happens with the earth, to be honest. It warmed up to freezing there, Tank. That's cold. When you hope it gets up to freezing, yeah, that's cold. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's warmer on the coast. Yeah. The Muppet Show? Oh, the Muppets Now. Okay. All right, Muskogee. Be cool, buddy. All right. Kind of like Game of Thrones. Okay, Hurst. Oh, yeah, the forest. Yeah, that's my favorite place to be, dude. Oh, okay. Your brother crashed a couple of times. Freaking awesome. What's up? Glad to see you, freaking awesome. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, freaking awesome. You're freaking awesome, dude. Yeah, cool as hell, man. Thank you. I sincerely appreciate that. Awesome. Yeah. Does anyone believe the weather is being manipulated? That's a good one. The earth is going through menopause? Yeah. Yeah, I believe both. I believe that, the weather, the overall huge shifts in climate are are just what the earth does. Okay? The distance from the sun, the solar flares from the sun, whatever. Um, the different things in our solar system can change the weather patterns. Different things in the earth, probably under the crust, the ocean currents can change weather patterns. All this stuff can change weather patterns that we have no control over. All right, and huge weather patterns like ice ages or hot ages, like when the dinosaurs were here, the Earth was hotter back then. All right, but at the same time, do I think that they can cause localized events, say hurricanes, tornadoes, shit like that? Uh, I have to say, yeah. I have to say, I would think so. Yep. All that DARPA and shit and HARP or whatever the hell they have. I don't even know the names of them because I don't study that shit enough. But I've seen enough goofy shit that, yeah, I suspect that they are fiddling with weather. There are 3 states that I know of that have banned weather modification, banned it. If they get caught doing it over the state of Florida, that's a felony, a third-degree felony. So Florida can, if they land in Florida, they can arrest them and put them in prison. So Florida, states don't pass laws like that over conspiracy theories. They're not wearing, the whole Florida's legislature isn't wearing tinfoil hats up there. And especially when you have several states do it at the same time. Tennessee, I think, or Kentucky, or maybe those are the other two states, Tennessee and Kentucky, did it as well, passed laws like that. So yeah, there's something there. There's something there. Something's going on, in my opinion. Some plenty of snow for everyone, Shannon. Pragmatic, yeah. All right, Tank. Be cool, buddy. Thanks for showing up, Tank. I appreciate it. Don, what's up, MN Don? Yeah. Yep. No, I haven't gone iguana picking, Don. Yeah, if I were there, I would. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I've heard they're good eating, so I'd have to try it. I've never eaten iguana, but I would. Yeah, if I found one laying on the ground half froze, yeah, I'd eat it. But I'm too far north for that. We don't have iguanas up here. I'm too far north for iguanas and too far south for snow. So we don't get any cool shit here in Central Florida. But yeah, yeah, I would save on groceries. Yep, that's for damn sure. I have iguana meat in the freezer. Yeah, I remember it in the 90s. Light snow. Is that how it was underground? Is my memory correct? We had a couple of light snows on the West Coast, up in Seattle area, Tacoma, Olympia, a couple of light snows. Um, but it rained, it rained the rest of the time. Yeah, it rained almost every damn day. The cloud seeding, Roz? Yeah, I believe so too. Yeah, no overall control over the big systems, Melody, but smaller things, you call a hurricane small, but, you know, relatively, it's small. Eastern Washington's having a warm winter. Okay. Like a La Nina pattern. All right. HARP. Yeah, that's the one underground. Yeah, HARP. Yep. Yeah, I believe so too. Crash. Yeah, I think they have weather machines. I believe they're manipulating that shit. Would I? Yeah, probably. Roz, yeah. Yeah. Add a mechanism to force regions to lay fallow at times. Yep. DERCA? What's DERCA, wheel gauge? Is that one of those acronyms for something else that they're pulling? Yeah, they should be held accountable. Yeah. Yep. In my opinion, they should find, they should find the hurting end of a short rope. And that's just, I believe in, I've said it many times in the past, swift justice, very public justice, and that kind of stuff. Nah, they're not only selling out, our country or your country if you're in New Zealand or Australia or Norway. They're selling out all of Western civilization. They are selling us down the drain, flushing our civilization and our countries down the toilet. So yeah, they all deserve whatever they get, unless it's good. Unless what they get is good, then they don't deserve it. They deserve anything bad they get. Yeah, to sell out and your entire civilization, all of your countrymen. We used to get mad when your buddy'd sell you out. These fools are selling out everyone. CERN, yeah. Oh man, I've heard that's another one I've heard of too. Yeah. Jimbot? Where's Jimbot? I ain't seen Jimbot. Iron Lion? Yeah, they rule the world, Melody. Yeah, you're right. You have family in Panama City, Don? Okay. Yeah, we could easily farm in ways that build soils underground. Yeah, easily. We just don't do it. All the technology we have, all this shit we've done, we figured out just the most amazing ways to level forests and rip up the earth and poison people and make species extinct. Just wonderful, awesome ways to kill each other in massive numbers. And enrich the pharmaceutical companies, the military industrial complex. Well, just wonderful technology to do these things. But we can't seem to come up with any technology to farm organic food in good soil. We can't seem to get any technology to cure cancer, to cure anything, the flu, the common cold, measles, anything. We don't cure anything. Um, Nothing. We don't make people healthier. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. What? Tell me what one thing that technology's done that's good for humanity at large. Uh, I can't, except now the one caveat there is the medical industry, trauma, dealing with, if you got 3 gunshot wounds, you want to be in a hospital today rather than in the 1800s. Yeah, okay. Yeah, saving your life in a after a car accident or a shooting or something. Yeah, technology has advanced to help people in that way. But other than that, I haven't seen any advance in technology that actually helps the common person. Just takes our money, that they can give us some neat, shiny doodads and trinkets for our money. But other than that, all right, all right, everyone and all. Hey, everyone and all, glad you can make it. Freaking Awesome on his community page. Okay, Freaking Awesome has a channel. All right. Well, Freaking Awesome. Send me a link. Here, I've got my email address right here. And I say this all the time, but nobody hardly ever takes me up on it. Email me the link to your channel and your little logo, like where is it here? My Genex Thinks logo here. Your little channel logo, and I'll promote your channel, and you can do the same for me or not, but I'll still promote your channel. I'm not going to promise I'll do it all the time because I forget, but I'll promote your channel. Yeah, just email me. So if you have a channel, email me and I'll help promote your channel. Yeah, they're sick. RR. Yeah, they're either not human or they're sick humans. They're sick in the head, right? To want to control and depopulate and all this stuff. Yeah. Wood chipper, Christopher. Yeah, that'd work. A short rope or a long wood chipper. Yeah. It's snowing in Detroit underground. I've seen winters in Detroit in the movies and stuff. Grow food in the basement, Melody. What, with grow lights or something? Do you have lights? Yeah, yeah, wheel gauge. Yeah, why you snowbirds come down here? Yep. Yeah, not the corporate farms. Yeah, underground. I'm glad to see those kind of movements start kicking off. Yeah, that's what we should be voting for as humans. Oh, okay. Yeah. Simple rock. Yeah, rocks are free, Wayne. Yeah. Yeah, rocks are free. Savage Garden. Yeah, living. I agree. That is an awesome name. Yeah, Hurst. Yeah, everybody say hi to Agent Smith. He's watching us. Yeah, making sure that we don't cross any lines. Okay. So our time is up, everyone. Uh and no, what's going on? Hey, thank you, freaking awesome. Like I said, freaking awesome. Uh, email me, email me. Let me give me your link, and I'll put it down with the rest of the links in the description of my videos. And hopefully, some people will go check it out, check out your channel, and give you a follow. But thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. I really appreciate it. Everybody, give Laura Ann a big round of applause um, for winning the bread baking contest. And but you can keep your participation trophy, Laura Ann. I don't want that shit. I don't want no participation trophy. I want number one or nothing. I want top, I want to be standing on the top of the podium where you are now. That's where I want to be. I don't want no participation trophy. But yeah, I'll say goodbye to Melody, RR, Shannon, freaking awesome, hanging with Christopher, old man, Crash Talks, Mr. Hurst. Who else we got? Raziel, living and active. Uh, Laura Ann, Shannon, Arnis, RR, Wayne Beatty, Electronic Music Underground. Can't forget my boy, EMU, Wheel Gauge. Who else? Jeff Seven. Can't forget Jeff Seven either. Old man. Big Country was here too somewhere. Goodbye, Big Country. Wheel Gauge. Everyone and all. MN Dawn. Who else we got here? I like to say goodbye to everybody if I can, but it's kind of time consuming because I've got to scroll through the chat and just look for people. Tubby! Can't forget Tubby. Did I say Crash Talks already? Boondock. Can't forget Boondock. Tank already left us, but goodbye to you too, Tank. All right. I think I may have at least come close to getting everybody. If I have not called your name and said goodbye to your Metal Gear, if I have not said goodbye to you, I apologize. Gordo. Who else? Did I say Melody already? All right. Rusty Doob, straight out of Canada. Can't forget Rusty either. All right. If I did not call your name, I apologize. But goodbye to you as well. Or if you're watching on TV or something, or you just don't get in the chat, goodbye to you. I do appreciate your time. I know your time is valuable. It's valuable to me as well. I don't take people's time for granted. Never have. It's one of my things. I try to appreciate other people's time, and I truly appreciate yours. So thank you very much for coming and hanging out with me, talking shit, and making each other hopefully a little bit wiser. And now RR is desiring the spiel. So we'll send the spiel out. Let's see. We'll send the spiel out to has Wayne Beatty got the spiel yet? All right, we're gonna dedicate this spiel to Wayne Beatty, just like like we used to dedicate songs on the radio back in the '80s. That's how we dedicate the spiel. And this one's going out to you, Wayne Beatty, clear over there in New Zealand. All right. Have a great evening or morning or day for you, Wayne. Not sure exactly what time it is over there. So, all right, everybody, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member, it's only $2.99 a month, and I'll put that link down in the description, or you can head over to the channel page and become a member that way. But I really appreciate all the support from the members out there. This is the members banner here, and I really appreciate these people. They support the channel directly through memberships, and it helps out a lot, so thank you very much to all the members. If you're interested in Gen X gear, we got some pretty cool stuff over there at Redbubble. Gen X things and Gen X branded stuff, t-shirts, coffee mugs, stickers, hoodies, all kinds of stuff. But I'll leave that link down in the description too for any of you who are interested. If you have any ideas for future episodes of Gen X Things, please put those down in the comments, or you can email us, and the email is genxthings@gmail.com. And as always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one.